What's going on, y'all? It is Tuesday. What's today? 15th? Yeah. 15th? October 15th?
Yep.
Tuesday. Pops and I are back in the shop this evening.
Yep.
Usually I'm in class at this time. Usually class is 5 to 9:30 on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we were able to leave at 5:30 today. Due to some guys needing to do some research on some rigging and crane stuff. So I just got home and a little while ago, and Pops and I come down here in the shop to get back busy on Jordan's number 8 Hound Dog. And we've gotten a lot done since the last video. The last video we shot was Saturday. We were going to shoot some videos Sunday. We just didn't get around to it, and you'll see why here in just a second. When I turn the camera around, you'll see exactly why we didn't do any video. And so y'all hang out with us. We're gonna work on the factory stop. I'll show you real quick what we've gotten done so far and what changes we made that I was talking about. And then we're gonna do some more work. We're gonna see how far we can get tonight. Y'all hang out. All right, so as you can tell, there's been a lot of work going on. Pops and I knocked out the rear clip Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So we knocked this out Sunday and got a lot more of our small bars in. Of course, you know, tying the rear clip together with 1.25 inch and there. And then also, y'all know we put the bars in for the control arm supports. But now you see kind of what I was talking about here, how we were tying all this together. We still done our bracing up here to the rear hoop, and then we just put a diagonal from that corner down to the rear hoop bar down there. If y'all know in the past where we've put a gusset to kind of hold up the floor pan, and it just makes this more solid on the tunnel. Pops and I were talking about it. Next time I just need to take that diagonal right there and just drop it down there and make it a little longer, and it'll clip the edge of that tunnel right there. And that way I don't have to put a gusset in there then, so I can just tack it to that diagonal bar. We've just been trying to do stuff to make things quicker, but at the same time making them better. Sometimes it's hard to do something faster and still be of quality. We're just trying to get to where we can do these chassis faster and they still be a nice chassis. Obviously, we still got some caps to put on. Like I said, those haven't come in yet. I do have some that are a little bit smaller, and I just used 2 of them, and I kind of like how they weld better because I can get a lot more weld on there. These are still hot, so I'm barely trying to pick it up here. I'm able to get my welds smoother on there. This is 120 right here, these 2 pieces, and I'll explain what we're about to do with those. As y'all can see, frame horn. What we used to do, let me get this frame horn and I'll show you real quick. All right, what we used to do is come in here and take these factory bumper mounts, and we would cut right here on this flat part and just cut straight across and cut that off. Cut all this off. And then we would plate that with 1/8 inch plate. And then our bar went straight across here for a brace to protect the radiator. And unfortunately, when we would do that, it would be in this oval hole. So that oval hole goes to the inside of the frame. So our 1.5 inch tubing would be on this hole right here. And I didn't like it. So what we're doing now is we cut those off 4 inches back, and we're gonna plate here now, and then I'm gonna take that 120 I just showed you that's capped, and I'm gonna stub out, and then I'm gonna put a piece of 120 between my pieces of tubing. That way I can tie it all in better, and it'll be more solid. And then, when we were doing it before, we were just putting 3/4 inch tubing underneath the frame horn for the bumper, 38.5 on center, because that's what most of your aftermarket bumpers are. So I didn't like it how it was just under the frame horn. So now it'll be actually under that piece of tubing, and it'll look a little bit cleaner. and it'll be right under that 1.5-inch tubing. So it'll clean that up a little bit. Obviously, firewall floor pan, we got knocked out pretty quick. We don't like much. I mean, I hate to say that, and I don't want to jinx this, but we do still like a good bit of stuff to do. Fuel cell will be here tomorrow, so we have to build a fuel cell cage for that, get it mounted. We still have to do our seat tabs, seat belt bracket up there. Y'all know we do the bar off the back for a wraparound shoulder harness. We still have to do our 1.25" for our pedal mounts, steering mount, and then, of course, door bars. And then, of course, we'll plate the door bar. So right now, what we're going to do is cap this frame up here. Pop's just cut these 2 pieces out for me, right here and here. So we're going to get those welded on. We're going to go ahead and put our pieces of 120 on, and then I'm going to put pieces on top of my 120 that stands up as well, because y'all know we do the front hoop up here. So that'll make it easier. I can notch my pieces, let them sit on top of that 1.5 inch, and I can make my hoop. So we're trying to get all the front end buttoned up tonight. And after we get that finished up, then maybe we can move on to something else. Maybe our pedal mounts or whatever. So y'all hang out. We're gonna work on a factory stock. All right, y'all. Well, y'all seen in the time lapse right before this, Pops and I were working on the front hoop on the front of the chassis on number 8. Today's Saturday. Pops and I, we had some stuff come up that we needed to take care of, and we had to get busy. Jordan came and picked up his chassis earlier this morning. They got here about 11 o'clock, 11:15, something like that. They are 5 hours away from us, so 5.5 hours away. So Pops and I made sure that his chassis was finished, and that way he could take it home with him. And I know that we didn't do any more videoing, and I'm sorry. I took a bunch of pictures, so I'm going to throw those pictures up right here, and y'all can see those. I'll put them up right here. I'll do like a little video scroll of the pictures, so y'all see the finished product of the changes we made. And that way you can get an idea of how the chassis looked when it left. We will be doing those chassis like that from now on. There are a couple of more things I want to change, and I'll point those out in the next one. When Jordan picked his car up, he left us a frame and for the next one. So we'll get busy on that. First of the week, we'll start number 9. And we're going to keep plugging them away, y'all. Like I said, we pushed our car to the side so we could knock these chassis out and get them to the owners, you know, man. These guys are wanting to put these cars together over the winter. So we wanted to get them knocked out. But I didn't want this video to be short. So I'm going to do a quick house update right here at the end of this video. So I'll turn the camera around, show y'all what all has been happening and what all has been done. So as y'all can see the insulation behind me. So I'll turn the camera around where y'all can see. Alrighty. Well, as you can see, insulation is in the house. The electrical is all roughed in. The electricians finished up this past week. So everything's roughed into the boxes and labeled. Everything's roughed into the panel in here. They've just got it taped up right now. So all that's roughed in. And like I said, all the insulation. Holly said that the insulators came yesterday, Friday, and they were here at about 7:30, and they left at lunch. So they got it knocked out pretty quick, which insulation isn't too bad to put up. Pops and I have put up a good bit of it. And I have no idea what's going on right out here, but there's about 5 blue jays flying around. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, so the house is insulated, and also the HVAC guys have all of the HVAC roughed in. You can see the trunk line, and of course all the trunk lines to the vents. So we did 2 vents in the bedroom, of course a vent in the hallway, vent in the pantry. Of course there's a vent in every room. We done 2 over there in the living room. There are 2 in here in the kitchen. And all the big trunk line. And of course the unit is right here. Or I say the unit, the return, I'm sorry. We decided to do the return in the wall right here. That would be easier to change the filter. And then the unit is right up there. I think you can see it from here. So it's a Carrier 4-ton unit. That's what, it's a little overkill for the square footage, but it is a 2-stage 4-ton for those that know anything about HVAC. I don't know a lot about HVAC. I know a little bit to get me by. So it's actually a 2-speed, 2-stage, and it'll help out with the keeping the humidity out of the house. Since we're in Alabama, y'all know how it is. Let me walk out here and show y'all. All the brick is done. Bricklayers finished up last weekend. So of course they just bricked around the storm room, and then the contractors guys came in. Of course they have all this trimmed out for the vinyl guys. The vinyl came in. I think they're going to start sheetrock tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. And the vinyl guys are also going to start. So that'll be good. We'll get some more knocked out. Of course, everything's bricked and trimmed and getting ready for the siding guys. They got a pretty good mess to pick up out here. The contractors guys have been doing a pretty good job of keeping it cleaned up and picked up. But as you can tell, there's still a lot of trash and stuff. So if we could get a little bit of rain and no wind, we'd be all right, because I would just burn all of it. And I'd put it over there in that burn pile so it'd be away from the house. But yeah, hey Phoebe. So that's where we're at. You can see the markers right here. Oh, there's trash everywhere out here. This is going to be a power pole. There's another one right there. There's going to be a power pole there. And there's going to be another one up there in that easement. So from here, I'm going to do underground over to the house. Of course, the meter base is going to be right over there, just outside the panel. So the reason why we're doing new poles and a transformer is because in the future, I want to build a new shop. And the transformer down by Dad's that our current house comes off of feeds the shop and his house. So they're going to put a new transformer over here on this pole that they're setting. And that way it'll run the new house, and then the shop should be close enough to where I can do underground from the pole there as well to the shop, to the new shop. Not quite sure where that's going to go yet. We had this fence put up a few months ago. My nephew done the fence. He done a really good job on it. And we're fixing to move it. We decided to move that fence. And I'll kind of give you an idea of what we want to do. This fence obviously isn't far behind the carport. I'm trying to stay out of the sun, y'all. I'm gonna come out here and slip on this gravel. So it's not that far from the back of the house, and we want a big backyard. We want the baby, Anna Lee, we want her to be able to come out here and have a big backyard that's safe. So I have a stack of wire fence right there that I was going to be fencing in, as you see where this string is. This string was going to be all wire fence, and we were going to extend our dog pen, which is over here. We were going to extend it all the way over to this string. So the bloodhound and the cattle dog mix would have a bigger yard. And then we were going to let the dogs that stay inside come out and go into the rest of it. However, once I got to thinking about it, it makes more sense to leave them over there. And I'm going to move this fence back there. There's a little stake in the ground right back there. So I'm going to move this whole fence back. And that way I can fence it in, and then we'll have this whole backyard. The inside dogs can come out here in this big part, and then the bloodhound and the cattle mix, June and Cash are their names. They'll still have their same area, which is it's 40 by 70. So, which is still a pretty big area for 2 dogs. So we just want a big backyard. That way we can put a swing set in it out here and play house, whatever, and have plenty of room. So that's an update on the house. I wanted to put that in this video since I kind of cut the video of the building the chassis short. Hopefully later next week, Thursday and Friday, we have porches and carport poured. They plan to do that at the end of next week after the sheetrock guys come in, because that way the sheetrock guys don't have to worry about walking over them and getting in and out of the house. And right now it's halftime of the Alabama-Tennessee game. I'm just not too sure about Alabama this year. I know they're young. I know it's DeBoer's first year as head coach, but my goodness. Milrose made some mistakes, and apparently our offensive line doesn't know how to block. So, but who am I to sit on my couch and tell collegiate football players how to play football? So, yep, we're enjoying the Saturday, the rest of it. Jordan was very happy with his car, and we're very pleased with how it turned out. Like I said, we're going to start doing every one of them that way, and I'll definitely show the changes that we make. But hope y'all seen the pictures, and hope y'all like it as well. But for now, we're going to go enjoy the rest of our Saturday evening. I'm going to go in here and hang out with my wife. The past 10 days, she has seen very little of me, so I'm going to hang out with her today and tomorrow and kind of take it easy. And then Monday, Pops is going to run and get some more tubing for the next chassis. We're going to keep knocking them out. We're very thankful for the interest in them. We're very thankful for y'all that watch our videos. Shout out to Connor Thomas. We met him this week. He actually bought a gear that belonged to another guy that bought the gear from us, but it was still at our shop. He said he watches our videos, and they build cars as well. So y'all check them out. And can't thank y'all enough, man. It's life's been wild. It's been wild here lately, but man, I'm very blessed and very thankful. And the good Lord has done a lot of good things in my life. So we're gonna keep plugging along. We're gonna keep digging, man. And good Lord willing, we're gonna keep doing it for a while. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We got a lot more content coming. We got some big stuff coming. Hopefully we're going to have some work going on our personal car soon. And everything's good with the baby. So she's measuring a week early. And there's no telling when she's going to be here. Some people are saying Thanksgiving. Her due date's December 16th. But maybe around the 9th. So we'll see. Y'all hang out. Thank you for watching. And until next time, as Pops would say, God bless y'all. See y'all.